Bosh. Alright, that's excellent. I'll sort out my desk. Share out the stream. It's in the free groups, it's in the VIP chat. Let me post on socials. Come join our live trading session today and learn about proper trading. Save that. Bosh. Post that. Add the link. What are you saying, people? Got 4 people in. Who's inside? Inside. Post that. Bosh. Right. Instagram, Snapchat, Telegrams. Let's bosh. So, starting off, we've got TP2 hit on our GU position. That's fucking lovely. Let's get that snapshotted. Move that across. I never know how to do TP2, so should I just take the screenshot of this? Oh, hold up. I think my display's off. Display, mic. Let me refresh. Can you see me? Just refreshing my live now. I think the screen was all black, but I believe I've just fixed it now. Let me know if you can see the screen, everyone. Looking at GU. Never know how to do the TP2s. Should I just show the full trade with the TP2 lines, or have it like that so you can see the actual trade that has hit TP2? Never know what's best. I feel like that kind of shows the aspect of taking partial profits better. Yeah, we'll go for that. TP2 hit. GU, that is 3.25R from this trade. Let me post that in the VIP, let everyone know. TP2 hit plus 3.25 RR. Bosh. Cool, so now we can leave that running for our final TP3. See if that hits. I'm just going to move everything over to the left so that it's nice and out of the way and we can focus on the current price. With this, what I actually want to look at is we had the break of structure here. Price broke above that, so this will be, that's the initial break of substructure. Now that we broke this high, hold on, let's go in order. This was actually our third break of structure. There. So broke structure, broke substructure. That's our third break of structure on the 1 hour. So I kind of don't want to, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves now on this 1 hour time frame. I kind of don't want to take this as a trade on the 1 hour because there's just too many waves. You would expect potentially an ABC correction from having 5 waves. You need an ABC, then carry on upwards, which makes sense because we still have imbalance here which is yet to be filled in. So I'm not going to look to stack long. If it does keep going long, great, because we're in a position higher, so that makes us money anyway, but I won't look to stack longs on the 1 hour. What we can look to do is stack longs on the 15 minute. So we had this break of structure on the 15 minute, break of substructure on the 15 minute, and now this will be our third break of structure on the 15 minute. So we'll make that purple. Third break of structure, 15 minute. So I take a trade once again on the 15 minute time frame, if that's going to come all the way back down there. But I think if we have this as another break higher from this, I might not look to take it, just because we would have had the 5 waves. It really limits the amount of upside that we have now. So you don't just want to blindly keep following a trend when it's already pretty exhausted, because as I've mentioned before, the people that got in the trend early are going to be closing their positions and you're just going to be exit liquidity. So as we've done here, we took buys early in the trend, and as price keeps pushing higher, we're taking money out of the market and placing short orders, because as we're closing profits here, closing profits here, our buy orders are turning into short orders, which brings price down. So you don't just want to keep buying and buying and buying as it's going up and up and up. You want to be strategic using Elliott waves to not get too late into the trend, essentially. So on the 15 minute, I would look for price to come back down before taking longs. If not, I'm not just going to keep buying and buying and buying until we have a correction. So with the way price is going, this might take the top and come back down. It might just push higher, so we'll see. But let's bear that in mind. So we'll say 1 hour, 5 clear waves, no more longs until a correction. And the same is true on the 15 minute. We'll say 4 clear waves, or on the 15 minute we'll word it different. We'll say 3 break of structure, 1 more long opportunity. Definitely true on the 1 hour. And I don't think we really want to be stacking yeah, that's kind of the last opportunity on the 15 minute too. Third break structure, 1 more long opportunity. If another break of structure, wait for correction. Cool. So that's what we've got in mind here on GU. Nothing really happening on the intraday right now, so I'm not too panicked about doing my day trading stuff. Oh. Who's in the chat, people? Let me know. We're going to make some money today. Let's load up. I'm on the next phase of the 200k account. Starts today. So that's GU. Let's change our alerts here. Alert lines. So we want to be alerted when price comes back down there. It's cool. USWIS. Price didn't come back to the 71. It came back to the 61.8 and then reversed. So price was just shy of tapping us in. The idea was right, but we didn't get our optimal entry, so we didn't take it. Right now, price is just forming a triple bottom. So 1, 2, 3. We want to wait to see here if price breaks this low. If that's the case, then we'll look for a new entry. If price just finds support off of this exact level, the entry is kind of still valid, unless it significantly breaks below. So right now, we've just got to wait and see. I'm still keeping my limit order on. So this is still valid for now until this properly breaks below. So keep an eye on that. Again, alert lines, I want to be alerted when price comes back up to this level. I want to wait to see if price can actually considerably break below this. So if price gets lower than that previous low, then we're interested. What else is on the cards? We've got, where's my mouse? Oh, sorry, I just took down the live for a second. We want to look at EU, see what EU's doing. Okay, right, with EU, we took the fib of this candle on the 1 hour, and you can see price tapped that 71 level and bounced. But I wasn't looking at EU for an entry just yet, and I'll tell you why. So here, this was our 4 hour trend. We've had a break of structure from that. What we want to see is some form of substructure. So if this is a daily trend, you can even connect the dots here. There's your daily trend. Okay, prices broke out, and now what we want to do is wait for a substructure to form above here. What that will look like is either price will form a high, and then the high point becomes a substructure, or price will form something like this, which is known as a B, C correction, where price forms like a pattern like this. What we do there, so in this scenario, you would look at the trend line from this, and then once this breaks, then you've got your break of substructure, and you look to trade that higher. Within the first scenario, where you just have a single high that then breaks, this is your substructure. Same again, we look for a pullback within this zone to trade higher. So EU for me, nothing worth trading right now from a swing perspective. So we can move on to the next pair, which would be NU. Again, that's the schematic that I've just explained there. NU's in a bit of a different boat. So that was the daily trend on NU. If we hop down on the 4 hour, let's call this a break of structure now. So NU's broke out, okay? We could jump the gun a little bit and say that this is a substructure, this high, like that. So then, if this breaks like this, we're going to look for an area of inefficiency to then trade price higher, like that. I think that's pretty valid at the moment. So what we're going to do, set an alert, change it for a bar close, and then create that. What that does is that means that if price just wicks the alert on the 4 hour, it won't send us a notification. It won't count that. It will only count that on a bar close setting if the candle actually closes above that line, which is what we want. If price just wicks, we don't count it, because that's then a rejection. So NU we are interested in. Let's move that higher up the list. So yeah, we'll look for a schematic like this. Alternately, what can happen here is price doesn't break the high, reverses down, and then this forms, and then again, trend line, break higher. So for now, you just wait, let the market come to you, don't try to rush anything. Aussie dollar, probably similar. Let's be stricter on these highs now. You can close that off. Make this a bit less visible. This is a break of structure. Now, you can see that price left the trend, used the trend as support and pushed higher. So we could also mark this as our substructure, like that. And then that's the same scenario that we're looking at on NU as well. And then U-Swiss is what we're already waiting on. So pairs of interest to me right now is U-Swiss and AU and NU, which are both telling the same story. So that's my higher time frame perspective. What I'll do now is check what's happening on the intraday. So let's analyze what happened with the Tokyo session, the Asian session. So we can see here, price swept Asian lows, and then came back, changed character and swept the highs. That's very important for us to know if we're going to trade London. Like that. We've also got the New York high. Pretty close. And then out of interest, session range there, session range there. Take this one, take this one. So these are areas which will have a draw on liquidity. So where the market is likely to be drawn towards. Why are they not? There we go. Above here we've got these previous highs. And then we've also got this liquidity beneath there. Cool, so that's the tail of GU today. Let's break that down and see what that means. Okay, so what I'll do as well is I'll just plot the Asian range. Like that, which had a range of 25 pips, consolidating, got swept. Okay, so I don't really want to touch this right now because we've just swept the highs of that. We could either keep going higher, take more, or come back down. So that's in a very sensitive area at the moment. Nothing much you can really do with that, apart from wait, see what happens. EU, let's do the same. We can get rid of this on our intraday. Likewise with this. So EU's already come in for that New York high. Got a low down here. Got a low down here. those are still relevant. Those ones not so much. And then we look at Asia. So you can see Asian low got swept, changed character, took the high. Lovely. So that's giving us some information about how price might move today. What it tells me so far is nothing is going to happen right this second. So you can relax. There's no trades about to take right now. Lower your blood pressure. Put the beta blockers back in the pack. That's my area of interest right now, is on my swings. So I want to see if this low breaks, meaning we need to revise this setup. I want to see if this high breaks, providing us with valid setups. Any questions, people, you want me to go over? If not, I've got some IKEA furniture that I might just go on mute and put together. Got a fucking new desk. Nah, I've got a got my phase 2 account here, so I just need to make 10k on this to pass this one. Got some limits set already for this. Just need to see if anything changes or whether it's still valid. I'll show you the reversal scout indicator that we have. It's been on fire recently. So this script basically uses, well, this strategy should I say, basically uses around a 1.6 risk to reward, 1.63 RR. Varies between 1.6 to 1.65. So this is like a 1.6 risk to reward. And what it will do is it will basically plot these buy and sell limits or buy and sell orders on your chart. And you can use them in confluence with your trades. So if this appears and you agree with it, you can say, okay, I'll look to take it. Or if it appears and you don't like the look of it because of your own analysis, you can say, okay, I'm not going to take it. So you can use it as like a tool to help you. But even if you have no idea what you're doing and you just blindly take all of these trades, you've still got a profitable strategy. And from the past 3 years of track records that we've got, it'll make anywhere from like 10 to 50% a year if you're using 1% per trade. So obviously if you're using 2%, that can be 20 to 100%, and you can use this on funded accounts. So you can see here, it said to sell, gave you a stop loss and a take profit, it made 1.6. Here it said buy, gave you a stop loss and take profit, it lost 1%. Same thing here, made 1.6. Same thing here, made 1.6. Same thing here, made 1.6. Same thing here, and then we're at about break even right now. You can add stuff to this where you say if it gets to like 1-to-1, I'll go stop loss to break even, so that would have closed out break even, or have like a trailing stop loss, so that if it goes in a certain direction and then comes back, it'll just close out in profit and stuff like that. But this is a pretty cool little system. So from my track record of this, it's got about a 50% win rate, but it also has a 1.6 risk to reward. So you can see like win, loss, loss, win, win, loss, win, loss, loss, win, win, loss, win, 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 nothing yet. So this is a pretty good strategy that we have. It's available on we've got like 5 top pairs, but you can really use it on anything. We call it the reversal scout. It'll basically scout out where the market's overbought and you'll sell it, and then it's oversold and then you'll buy it, and then it's overbought and then you'll sell it. It can take 2 buys in a row, so like this one lost, but then this one made 1.6 back, so even these 2 paired together still made money because the risk to reward is positive. So this is something that you can use on funded accounts. We've also got this automated, so at the moment this is a Pine script strategy is what you call it, when we've coded it so that TradingView understands where are the entries, where are the stop losses, where are the take profits, and then we've also got it coded into MQL5, which is your EA files. So we have this running as an automated strategy as well, and we mainly use it on funded accounts. So if you've ever looked into what I do and you see the funded autopilot trading, that's this strategy that runs on autopilot on your funded accounts. So I've got this running on a funded account myself. We initially made 20 spots, and this isn't some bullshit marketing where you see people saying like 5 spots left, but in reality they can take anyone on. The rules of funded accounts states that you can't use mass market EAs and you can't copy trade. So the way that you have to use automated strategies on funded accounts is, number 1, you have to own the license to the strategy. Number 2, the trades have to originate from your account. And number 3, no one else is allowed to use it. So the 20 spots that we've created are to license the strategy to other people's accounts. We then allocate them their own pair and their own unique setting, which is still profitable and beats the market. Now, there is not a unlimited amount of settings per strategy that will work and make profit. We only had 20 to start with. We retailed it for £1,000 each, and all 20 spaces are full. What we're doing at the moment is we're doing some research and development to see what other settings, what other pairs, what other time frames that we can get this working, and then we can sell more slots to have this running on funded accounts. So at the moment this is sold out on funded accounts. I'll show you some client success stories from the 20 people that we've got running at the moment, but you can get this as an indicator, as you see here, and just basically set an alert to TradingView so that each time a buy or sell opens, you'll get that mobile notification, and you can trade this manually on your own funded account by simply just placing these as real orders. And that has, anyone, like as many people as they want can do that. Because it'll be you placing the trades, and you can take it across multiple pairs, change it around if you like. You don't have to take all the trades, so it's not actually automated, which some people prefer. But yeah, while I had a second, I just thought I'd show you exactly how this one works. So pretty good little strategy that you can automate as well. So that being said, looks like on Euro USD, I believe this was yesterday's London or yesterday's New York. It's been taken. And GU, same thing, wick rejection. So we'll see what happens there. Active, yes, up North Garms. What are you saying? I'm going to make some money today. CM says, hey Callum, I'm interested in learning more about your intraday strategy. Unfortunately, all I've located on the link tree is Moneda FX. Yeah, so Moneda FX is the name of our trading company. So obviously I do stuff as me under my personal brand, but all of like the services and the team that I'm a mentor for is Moneda FX. So if you're looking to join the VIP group, then yeah, it's the Moneda FX VIP Signals and Analysis group. That's where you can join that. I'll send all of my trades in there, so intraday and day trading and swing trading. And we have a VIP lounge, which is basically the community chat where you'll get put in an open group chat with all of the traders in there. So all of our mentors and all of the members. So that's a good place to really up your trading, network with other traders, ask questions, direct access to me, everything. So it's not like a Telegram channel where you just added to it and you can't speak with anyone else. It's a group, so you can ask everyone, how is this group? Is this worth it? What advice have you got for me? I've seen you've just passed your first funded challenge. Have you got any advice? Stuff like that. So it's a really open community, good for networking. We've got 30 plus traders in there. So yeah, that's under the name Moneda FX. And then that's where we do all of the autopilot trading, all of the plug and play trading, which I've just shown you. So all of this is plug and play. And then we do like funded account passing, where you can get funded accounts passed, whether you want like a HFT challenge passed or an actual funded account passed for you, like FTMO or Alpha Capital Group. We do that as well. As well as just all the educational stuff, teaching you how to trade and teaching you these strategies that I use. See what happens here on EU. See if it sweeps that liquidity and then returns, has a change of character to the downside, or if we keep pushing higher. If we look on the 1 hour, I think price is trying to push higher. However, it has just swept that double top, which is what we've just had a look at. So that being swept might push price lower, or it might be a surge higher to indicate a stronger euro. So we've got to see what happens. Pretty strong close above. See if the 5 minute closes that way too. I'm going to mute my mic, guys, because I'm going to open a window because I'm in a fucking hot box right now. I've got this little office room set up, but it doesn't have aircon in when I close the door. Like, I need to leave the door open for the aircon to come in, so it's genuinely a sweatshop in here, quite literally. So I want to give a shout out to Will inside the VIP group. He's absolutely smashing it. He's just caught an AU long himself. Let me line that up so we can see. Can we see this? Will's an AU long. Oh, let's get that back up. Will's an AU long. Looks like he's caught it on the 4 hour on the filling of that imbalance. So let's check that out, see how he's getting on. So if we go to AU, oh look at that, he's nearly at TP1. So we can see there he's taken the position. Let's have a look. Let me get that back up again. Is there a way I can take this out? Okay, so he's taken it from the refill of that on the 4 hour. Awesome, yeah, he caught that wick. Will caught that wick. TP's, where's his TP's line? Beneath the order block and up to 63615. So he's about to hit TP1. 63615. Stops beneath the order block. So he's looking at like a 2.9. About a 3R trade. Coming up to that breaker structure, so TP1. Nice, very nice, Will. Good stuff. And that's coming off this imbalance candle, getting refilled, filling in that fair value gap. Got his stop nice and wide below that order block, looking to take price higher. Good stuff. I'm looking at this breaker structure first to confirm my bias, and then we'll look to trade price higher. What else we got? We've got a few winners in the VIP at the moment. Shout out James. Almost passed his phase 1. I know he was like 9.5% up, and it's so annoying when you get to that last stage, isn't it? But you just got to keep your head cool. Don't try gambling on that last part. Shout out Rio. Rio made 2% yesterday, £1,100. These were from the live. Shout out Rio. Adrian, if you're in here, shout out. Shout out Adrian. OG member. Right, I'm gonna mute my mic again because I bet that that background window noise is annoying, innit? Oh, this is right. This is broke the low, so let me close this window and reanalyze. It's fucking hot. Right. Okay. So we were looking for this to return to the 71. It didn't. It only hit the 61 and it's bounced. So take off our limits. Bloody disclaimers. Take off. Take off. Take off. Cool. Right. So now that the low has been broken, this setup is invalid, and we just need to reanalyze. Try catch the next wave. So this fair value gap got filled like that. That was our breaker substructure. Now we have this as our third breaker structure. In doing so, we've left behind this fair value gap like this. Oh, like this. Okay, so that's a break. What we want to basically do is wait for some bottom out, and then we'll probably catch a trade from this liquidity above these highs being swept, this fair value gap getting retagged, and take that lower. In order to do that, we'll also plot the fib from this low to this high, try catch it from one of our key fib levels to the downside. So that's just a waiting game on this one. This is our break of structure. That's our break of substructure, and now this is the third break of structure. So if we're looking at wave structure, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. You don't really want to keep trading too much more after those 5 waves. Could you explain why you're waiting for the 78.6? I'm not just waiting for the 78.6. So it kind of depends. I'll look for the 78.6 or the 71 or the 61.8. Simple explanation why. If you take a trade off of the 50% and you've got your TP above the high and you're looking for it to extend to the 27% extension level, your risk to reward is 1.5. If you take it from the 61.8, it's now 2.2. If you take it from the 71, it's now 3.15. If you take it from the 71.8, it's now 4.6. Okay, so the numbers are pretty simple. If you have a 50% win rate, for example, and you take 10 trades, assuming 5 wins and 5 losses, if you make 4.6 every time you win, you're going to make a lot more money than if you just took it here and they only made 1.5. So that's why, basically. It's a better entry. You're making more money when you win. From my years of backtesting and years of trading, the 71 and the 78.6 are like your highest conviction levels. Obviously the 71 gets hit more than the 78.6 and the 61.8 gets hit more than the 71. But the 71 is kind of like a sweet spot where price will quite often hit and you have a very nice risk to reward ratio to go with it. But you also have to look at other areas in the market. So for example here, we've got a fair value gap that allows the 71% level to be an area of interest. Imagine you didn't. Imagine, price is falling down and you're looking for a retracement here to go further to the downside. Well, let's say the only imbalance you have throughout this wave is like down here, okay? We'll mark the fib. Well, if this is your only imbalance area, it's very unlikely that price is going to retrace all the way up here because it doesn't need to. There's no imbalance up here that it needs to refill. So if I have my only areas of inefficiency down here, that's when I'll probably look to take a 61.8 entry and have my stops above there, for example, and take a trade like that. Because the market, to maintain proper order flow, only really needs to recover this. So that's why my entry would be there in this example. However, let's say you have a fair value gap like here, for example, going through there. Then it would make sense that the market comes all the way back up here because there's areas of inefficiency left behind that it needs to refill to maintain proper order flow. So that's when I'll look to either take, my stops will go above the high, and I'll look to either take a 71 or a 78.6 entry. Depending on what you can also do is look at the previous price and see what levels that retraced to. Maybe the price actually has some other areas going through it and you want to see one of these get liquidated, so you use this as confluence that it might be the 78.6 rather than the 71 and stuff like that. So when you're looking for entries with trading, it's never just a case of, oh, here's the one reason why. there's always multiple factors leading into it. So for example, with this entry right here, we kind of need to see the low first, but we've got a fair value gap, we've got key fib levels, and we've got a high here that needs liquidating as well. So that's 3 reasons why that we'd look to enter. And that's just to actually plot our entry level. In terms of why we're entering, there's all the other aspects of the strategy that have led us up to this point in the first place. So like whenever you're looking to take a trade, there should always be like at least 5 reasons why in total. Major areas of imbalance are fair value gaps, order blocks, areas of liquidity, so previous highs and lows. They're the main ones that I'd look for. I'd always look for them in confluence with like a fib level, so that you have a defined area to take trades from. Sorry for the questions, but I've also noticed you're waiting for a tag of the fibs and then a second tag with a limit order. Not on day trading. If I'm day trading, I don't need the 2 tags. If I'm day trading, I just need the level, and then I'm not as susceptible to time and price because I'm trading on the higher time frame, so like the 1 hour, 4 hour and above. If I'm trading on like the 1 minute or the 5 minute time frame, I believe that's what you're referring to, where I'll wait for a rejection from my zone first and then I'll actually look to enter. If I'm on the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frames, if I don't see a confirmation, then I don't enter at all. Because you have the ability to do that. Like you only need to wait a few minutes to see if price is agreeing with you first. But what I found is on the day trades, my levels are pretty precise, and sometimes if you wait for the confirmation when you're swing trading, it just takes off without you. So the strategy is still profitable day trading without confirmations, and in most cases it's more profitable, because in waiting for that confirmation on the swing trade, sometimes the trade can leave without you, whereas you don't need to. You'll enter on the wick on a limit order by just following the levels. So yeah, I wait for confirmations on my intraday, but my day trades and my swing trades, I found that I don't need to. Yes, yeah, I hope you're well. Perfect, thanks so much. It's not too much looking for swing trades and scalps all in one session. No. Scalping, I would refer to as taking high volumes of low time frame trades which have a small RR but a high win rate. So my intraday strategy is not scalping. Scalping is more than just trading on a lower time frame. Yeah, as I've just said before. So this isn't scalping, it's just intraday trading where you're only trading one session. Swing trades and day trades, they're across all 3 sessions, and you could get an entry for them at any time throughout the day. Are you using the London kill zone? No, I'm not. We still bear it in mind. So if you see how I analyse the Asian session, I trade after the London kill zone. So I wait to see how that played out, and then I trade after it. Yeah, mate. Elliott waves. It's not super popular, is it? It was made by a guy called Ralph Elliott in the 70s, and he basically noticed that the markets move in waves typically, which you can see on screen, and you usually have like 5 waves in the direction of the trend. After those 5 waves, it becomes less likely that you'll keep pushing in that direction, and then you'll have a correction, which is usually then 3 waves. Again, you could have more than 3 waves, but once you've had the 3 waves, it's very unlikely that you would keep correcting and you would return to the original direction. So, very important concept to understand, which a lot of these new age ICT and SMC guys, a lot of them do understand it, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the beginners that go into that sort of stuff thinking that's all you need, this is the thing that they're missing, that they get completely wrong. Morning, Rio. Hope you're good. Just waiting to see what happens with these change of highs. Just a waiting game at the moment. CM, yeah, the website is a landing page for the autopilot trading. If you're looking for a course, you want to message us on Instagram and we'll get you in the right groups. The website doesn't have any mention of course, you just need to contact us on there. The website is just a landing page for the autopilot trading, but we've got a V2 coming soon which includes everything else. In terms of a course, we don't currently sell any, we just give them all away for free at the moment. So for the past 2 years we've mainly been doing like autopilot trading and like account management and done for you stuff while we build up a track record. But now that we've got a 2+ year track record showing about 270% returns, now we're getting into more of the educational and community space, because you know there's a lot of shit in this industry. Like, let's be honest, there's a lot of fucking shit in this industry. So no one wants to be that guy. Well, turns out a lot of people do, but we don't want to be those people that just start in the industry and are like, yeah, trust me, banging forex signals, bro, trust me. So yeah, we waited a couple of years before we get into this space, and now we're basically here giving everything away for free so that you guys can actually see the value. So live trading sessions are currently free. We've got a free signals group, free courses. Make the most of it while you can, because obviously once we hit a certain amount of members in the community, we will put paywalls on it. So yeah, make the most of it while you can. That's the link to the Telegram, mate. I believe you're replying to CM there. Yeah, if you want the course stuff, check our social medias. So at Moneda FX on social media, and then just message that page saying VIP or course if you want to go down the educational route for stuff. So it looks like this substructure is breaking right now. We'll see. Check on AU and NU, which will both be breaking higher. So NU is not breaking higher, but AU is. So we just want to wait to see the break of substructure. So this can change this schematic to just a simple flat break, where this is the break of substructure, and then we look for that level. That's what we're waiting on. So this, if this closes above, this will be our break of substructure. Likewise for this. Put a line for this so that you know. There you go. Now we wait. Hey everyone, nothing much going on. Someone said EU's bullish. Yeah, it is, but it's not always a good thing that's bullish. Like, you don't want to just fall blind to the like bias confirmation and assume it's going to keep going up. So it's not pulling back to our entry levels, so we're not buying it. I'm more interested in seeing if it reverses. Changes character to the downside and maybe catch a sell, but it's just not it's not really giving any trades for us here, so I'm not interested in that. Same for GU. So yeah, hence why I'm just looking at what's happening on the with this substructure. Not much action today. What else we got? On Insta, look at Callum send you a message. Yeah, mate, look me up. So Callum Hurst _ is my username on Instagram. I've just made a brand new Instagram that I'm going to post all my trading clips on, which will be CH Trading Clips. And then same usernames on TikTok, Callum Hurst _ CH Trading Clips. The trading one on TikTok's pretty new. I used to just have everything on that one main page, but I feel like there's people that are non-traders that want to get into it, and then there's traders that want to learn more, and the content you want to see on your page will vary depending on your level. So the CH Trading Clips will be for you guys who actually are ready to look at the charts and get into it, and then on my personal account it'll be more like lifestyle stuff and all that kind of crap. Well, not crap, but like the actual like day-to-day stuff. Whereas on the trading account, I can go really more in depth and say shit on there that would just completely mind boggle most people in terms of trading. So yeah, you mentioned a team. Does everyone trade the same way, or are others looking at different markets? So with our team, we have probably like 7+ strategies. So here you can see my day trading, swing trading strategy. I've got my intraday strategy. We've also got another swing trading strategy. We've got the reversal scout, which I mentioned at the start of this video. This is what you're looking at here is a Pine script code. So this will plot your buy and sell orders on TradingView for you, send you a mobile notification, and then you can manually trade that yourself. This works on funded accounts really well. Makes about 10 to 50% a year based on the past 3 years across our top 5 pairs. So obviously on a 200k funded, that's what, 20 to 100k a year, which is not too bad. To say you're not having to do any analysis yourself, it's all just copying these orders. We've also got 3 different algorithmic strategies that we run at the moment. We call that autopilot trading, where you can basically make an account, hook up to our algorithmic strategy, and then we basically run that as software as a service, charge a 30% performance fee, and that's free to enter. We're also bringing out one of our latest strategies, which is a US30 system, algorithmic system. That one we're not going to run with the free to enter model. We're just going to make that a pay, get the license, keep 100% of your profits type deal. And then inside the VIP group, yeah, we've got a few trading mentors that teach different strategies, which is good because it's sort of like when you're learning a subject, you don't just have one teacher, you have a few different teachers who teach you the same subject. You know, different modules, different aspects, different viewpoints, stuff like that. So Will, inside our VIP, he just sent out a trade which was entering, like I said earlier, from, I can't remember the exact level he got it from, but it was somewhere within this wick on the 4 hour. Stops was below there. His TP1's just been hit, just there, so he's made everyone like 1.8, and then his higher target was somewhere up here for like a 1 to 3. Up somewhere here, I believe, for like a 1 to 3. So yeah, we do have different mentors inside the VIP group. So that's the benefit of having a team. Any intraday setups today? Doesn't look like it, to be honest. We've got like an hour and a half left of the trading window, and all that we've seen from London is a bullish pound, a bullish euro, and it hasn't really gave us enough to enter. Like, it's just two very bullish candles on the 1 hour that have left behind fair value gaps. So this will just provide, a retracement for the higher time frames. But in terms of intraday, there was nothing that we could really enter from there. It was just too one directional, and it didn't pull back far enough to give us like an optimal trade entry from that. So no, nothing from the intraday today. But that's just the way it goes. We've had a lot of trades this week, so we were due a day where we don't have a single trade. It's pretty normal in trading. You don't have to have a trade every single day. It's important that you don't force it. Like, you could have tried forcing a trade here and gone against your rules and your strategy, but it's important not to do that as well. Alright lads, I think looking at the markets today, we're not going to catch any intraday trades, so rather than just sitting here for the next hour, not really going over anything, everyone in the VIP, you'll see